Hello, whoever's there. I decided to go live before my book club today. All right, I'll see if anybody decides to. Hello, Jessica or Jess. I'll see if anyone decides to jump on. I said I was going to start trying to go live more, and Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock seem like good times. I'm making some chicken wings in my air fryer, so that's what I got going on right now. And I said that I was going to answer some questions, any kind of questions that you might have for me. Y'all should know that I have a whole lot of knowledge about lots of random stuff, as much as I talk on YouTube. Hold on. So I have a Ninja double basket air fryer. You want to see the chicken? The chicken that I made earlier. Yes, the kids like to cook, and I'm so glad. My son has been cooking with me since he was 4. And Chrissy started cooking with us even earlier because she wants to be wherever her big brother is. So I had to cook some chicken wings. So that is what I'm doing. You know, like when you cook your chicken wings, you got to cook them in batches. This air fryer, we got it during the pandemic. And no, I'm sorry. I got this one. Oh yeah, I think we did get it during the pandemic. We got these air fryers. I actually have 2 air fryers, and they both definitely get some usage. What I love about these air fryers, and I am not an air fryer affiliate. Everything that I'm talking about, I'm just talking because I like sharing my life hacks. But I love my gadgets because I'm able to put food on and then just go do life. And everything still comes out perfectly. So, no matter what, food comes out good, tasting good. And we started using these air fryers during the pandemic when all of the restaurants and everything were closed down. And honestly, the food that we cook at home is just as good as any of the food that we were getting at restaurants. So, you know, we just been cooking. I can't really say for sure that we're saving money as it is, considering how high food costs are. So I don't know, but the food, we know what is in it. We know the seasonings. We know it's seasoned well because me and my kids, we season stuff to the gods. So let me put these chicken wings on. So I got the chicken battered down. For Super Bowl, probably, they put out these Hooters wing breading. And I picked up one, and it made the chicken very crunchy. And it did so without even putting it in the in grease. So that's a win. Can have Hooter style wings without going to Hooters and sitting and waiting on food to cook and tipping and all that kind of stuff. So that is what we gonna do here. So I said in the in my community post that I would answer any questions that people might have had regarding anything. And I think I only got one actual question. And as soon as I get this chicken going, I will answer that question. I'm not sure if the woman who asked the question is actually here, but the um the live will still be there if she wants to come back to it. So I got the wings, and all I do after I put the wings in here, I spray it down. Each of the wings gotta have a little oil to it. That's how it crisps up. So I am air frying 390 for about 19 minutes. So get that going. All right. Got that going. And you hear it is not really loud, so that's a great thing about these air fryers. Hold on. So I am going to chat with y'all right here in the kitchen, so the kids can have the other rooms to themselves. Okay. There we go. If I don't get any other questions, I'm probably not going to be on this live very long. I am still doing my book club meeting tonight, even though it's Valentine's Day. When I was planning my book club, when I was planning out my book club, I didn't realize I was planning a book club on Valentine's Day. So today's book club, I didn't see a post. Can we ask about locks? Yes, I can. You can ask about locks. You can ask anything. Book club. I'm still doing book club today. When I was starting it up and announced the date, the start date, I didn't realize I was doing that on Valentine's Day. My husband works Tuesday nights, and I was just planning my book club around. When I do things like this, it's when he is off to work. I do my virtual coaching either like when he's working or sleeping or whatever, so that when he's home, I'm doing the husband and wife stuff. So all of the things that y'all see me talking about, just because I am talking about trends, birth trends, marriage trends, that's just me talking about trends. I'm actually married. I've been married for over 9 years now, and I'm a stay-at-home mom and wife. So that is me. But he works on Tuesday nights. So holidays, it doesn't particularly matter. He's going to be at work, so no biggie. Okay, so I was asked the question, how do you build glutes and tone your belly and all that kind of good stuff? So before I became a stay-at-home mom, I was a personal trainer. My husband met me at the gym. And there is no spot reducing, there's none of that, but you build muscle just by simply strength training. I have a whole room dedicated to all of my workouts and my workout equipment. We have dumbbells ranging from 1 pound up to like 60 some odd pounds. We got a whole lot of weights. So on top of getting kitchen gadgets during the pandemic, we also got a bunch of weights during the pandemic. So I have enough weights here in my home to like personal train people if I was actually going to personal train again, but I have so much going on. So how do I build? I have been into this for years. Like I became a certified personal trainer in 2010, and even before that, it was around like the end of 2008 when I started. Hello, Sydney Speaks. When I started strength training and transforming my own body, and it's simply lifting heavy weights. Now, what is heavy for you may not necessarily be what's heavy for me, and it might not even be what's heavy for you 3 months from now, 6 months from now. So what you have to do is pick up some weights and start there. Just try it out. And you don't want to hurt yourself, but you have to start in one set of weights for whatever that exercise is. And then as you master that, like let's say you're trying to do 3 sets of 10, 4 sets of 10. If it's too hard, cool, stay there and stay there until you master it. And then go from 5 pounds to 8 pounds. After you master those 8 pounds, you go from 8 pounds to 10 pounds. And you keep increasing the weight, or you increase the reps. You keep increasing it so that your muscles don't get used to that particular weight. And that is how you continue to build your muscle. For legs, it's squats, it's deadlifts, it's lunges. For me, when it's nice outside, I like to run and I like to do sprints at the track. Last year, it was towards the end of summer, I actually hurt my hamstring. I was running and there was a crack in the road that I didn't see, and I kind of slightly tripped. I pulled a hamstring, and that messed me up for the rest of the run season. And because of that injury, I gained about 10 pounds. Typically, running helps to moderate my weight, helps to keep me balanced. But I hurt myself, so I was down for a good 6 weeks. Now, I consistently worked out, even though my hamstring was jacked up. I just had to do different things as far as my workouts. Now, the belly. The belly is, a lot of it is food. It's eliminating alcohol or just having alcohol periodically. Lots and lots of water. It's, keeping the carbs to the carbs that you need to function, not overdoing it. For my meal preps, I am going to eventually tell y'all who I'm using for meal preps, my meal coaching. Yes, hormones. Oh my gosh, I'll come back to hormones in a minute. I'm meal prepping. I'm using a coach to help me. Even though I was a personal trainer, it is cool to have someone that is an accountability partner. So even coaches get coaches. I got so much other stuff going on that I don't always want to be focused on meal prepping and meal ideas. So I have a coach for that. And I'm going to be introducing y'all to her. She is a Black woman, and she is newly, putting out her website and social media presence. And so I didn't want to start talking about her just yet, because I am sure that people are going to start calling on her, because she is a great coach so far. Very supportive, stays checking in. So she is a great resource to have. But I'm going to let her line up her social media, her pricing, and all that good stuff. But because of me, she said that my users and people who have my coupon code will get a discount. So I will keep you guys aware of that. Now, hormones. Oh my gosh, you are so right. So I am 42 years old. And there was a point in time when my I could not lose weight. The weight was just stuck to me. It might have been right around the pandemic. And I just couldn't get balance for anything. So as we get older, our hormones do start to get in flux. And that's another reason why, like, when you decide to choose a personal trainer, your personal trainer hopefully has some insight to the different things that we go through. Because as women, we do go through different things than men go through. So any of us as personal trainers can give you exercises. We can tell you things to eat. But sometimes you do need to go to the doctor and get your hormone levels checked. You just have to. Because there's not going to be any amount of working out that will get you the results you're looking for if your hormones are in flux. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so I was asked about strength training, locks. Okay, so if anybody else has any questions about fitness, you can ask me. I literally work out every single day in some capacity. I don't always just go like beast mode because, like I said, I am 42 years old. And it's not like I'm going to be walking around in a crop top. I'm just not. But I want to be healthy enough to stay in shape for my kids as they get older, because I did have kids as an older mom. I was 33 and 36 when I had my kids. So my game plan is to stay healthy enough to be able to live, hopefully, as my children get older and do life things as my kids get older. I'm not necessarily trying to be in shape so I can be doing, hello, Motown investor. I'm not necessarily working out every day so I can walk around half naked or anything like that. Not saying anything is wrong with that, but that's not my game plan. I just want to be healthy as I get older. So that's that about fitness. If anybody else has any questions about fitness, comments, let me know. Now, locks. This is, during my exercise, have you ever felt yourself regressing while working out? Example being not able to lift high weight and slowly not being able to. So your body, it's not always a trajectory that's just like this. We are humans, and different things can impact your workouts. And so if you ever get to the point where you don't have the right amount of energy, or something, like your body could just be sending signals, like maybe you're just tired, maybe it's the weather, maybe it's time to switch up exercises, maybe it's time to switch up programs. So for me personally, I can do whatever, but as I'm doing things, like let's say I am doing yoga, because, okay, so when I work out, I do yoga, I strength train, and I'm on my treadmill. I walk on the treadmill. I hate running on the treadmill. I walk on the treadmill, I run outside. Whatever I'm doing, if my body sends a signal that something is in pain, like I injured my right shoulder, so I won't do full side planks. I'll always do modified planks because my shoulder just hasn't gotten together. Sometimes instead of doing full push-ups, I'll modify down to modified push-ups. The important thing to do is to learn your body. And the only way you're going to learn your body is if you consistently work out. You can't just give up in a month when you don't see results. You should be in the beginning, when you're just starting, you need to journal what you're doing. I got through 3 sets of 10 shoulder press, and I was using 8-pound weights, and you say it was moderately hard. And so the next time when it's time to revisit that exercise, you're like, okay, that was moderately hard, I can go harder. This is where you need to be holding yourself accountable. If you're not using a personal trainer, you need to be motivated enough to hold yourself accountable. Because if you're using 5-pound weights and you're just pushing, and this is like so easy, you're not going to see gains. So each time it becomes too easy, you need to be upping your weight until you hit, like, okay, you're doing 15 pounds. Oh my gosh, I can get through 2 sets of 8, and that last set is just 5 reps. And so then you know where you need to work. The important thing when creating a workout is to you use strong app. I use Peloton. I'm a Peloton disciple. So I use Peloton every single day in some capacity. The important thing is to figure out your weaknesses. When you figure out your weaknesses and keep increasing, like let's say your planks are trash. You are no good at planks. Your core is just trash. you need to work on your core, because your core impacts your squats, your core impacts your running. Everything is connected. So if your core is weak, it's going to weaken the rest of your movements. If your squats are not great, like your squats, your positioning isn't good, your form is terrible, you need to work on your form before adding weights to your. You need to work with somebody, or you need to find some modifications to strengthen your quads and strengthen your glutes before adding weights to it. Sometimes it's not necessary to keep going stronger and going harder until you master something. When I used to work in the gym, I would see these men doing these trash can push-ups, but I am like not even 5'1". I'm a short lady and I'm a woman, and I know that these men don't want to be corrected by a woman. So one thing about push-ups though is the core. Sometimes people's core is weak. They might have a strong chest or pec area, some strong shoulders, but if your core is weak, then your push-up form could be rubbish. If your core is weak, that might impact your squats. So when you're doing all of these exercises, it's important to find out your weaknesses. Right, I'm trying to get back into pull-ups. Woo, yes, pull-ups. Ooh, do you know the hack for pull-ups? I will show you in just a moment. I have a pull-up bar in my apartment. I told you during the pandemic, we were like just buying all kind of good stuff. So I'm gonna show you a hack. What was I saying? Oh, figure out your weaknesses and then tackle them. Something that some people struggle with is functionality and flexibility. If your muscles are not, please do that. Crip is okay. If your functionality and flexibility are not awesome, that means that getting into the positions would need some work. So the people whose body, like if your joints aren't, like if your hips are tight, if your shoulders don't roll how they're supposed to roll, then that tells me that you need to stretch, you need to do some yoga, you need to foam roll, you need to invest in, oh gosh, I forgot to check my chicken. Hold on. Oh man, hold on y'all. Some people can be, hello vegan magic, some people can be super duper strong, but if their functionality is not great as far as their body goes, then that means that they are not doing full reps as far as whatever exercise that they're doing. Like if your hips are super duper tight, then that means that you can't get down into a full squat position. Okay, so I am going to go into the room. My kids are this way. They are probably going to jump into my live because that's just what, hi children, that's just what people do. Oh, I'm doing something, guys. Okay, so this is my pull-up bar. This is my pull-up bar, and this strap is the hack. Okay, this strap, you see how thick that is? See how thick that is? Also, here's my weight. Here's some of my weights. Most of my weights are right there. The weights. Hello. I started gaining weight since working out, but I eat whole foods. Okay, so Sydney, and do me a favor, guys. Don't ask any questions. I'm about to show you this hack real quick. What was I gonna say? um, you should be taking pictures. So you might not be losing weight, but you could quite possibly be. Oh, hold on, let me turn this around. You might not be losing weight, but your body could be changing. So don't be too hard on yourself if you're not seeing the weight come down, because the you need to find other factors of your successes. And let me try to get my lighting together for y'all. Hold on. Well, you can probably see me good enough. Okay, so let me show you. You'll be able to see all of my muscles. I'm about to put my back to you, so don't ask any questions right now. So I'm going to put 1 foot. Facts, I pay attention to them. Yep. I'm going to put 1 foot into this heavy rubber band. I hope I don't fall while you guys are watching. Actually, I think I need some shoes. I'm going to show them how I do pull-ups, but I need some shoes. So that rubber band is a little rough on the feet. Hold on. I got sneakers galore. Okay. I know. When I make videos, y'all would never see the bloopers. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. There's Chrissy. Okay. Hold on, baby girl.
I'm coming in.
You're coming?
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to show them how I do pull-ups.
Coming.
Huh? Chrissy, don't mess with the phone, okay? Okay. I'm going to show them how I do a pull-up. Okay. You got to put your foot in. Okay, I got it. This is a new rubber band. I had another rubber band that I had broken in. Okay, so you're here. Pull. Okay, so overhand grip is a little bit harder than the reverse grip, where your palms are facing your body. Okay.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
You practice.
Can I try?
Girl, no.
I can do that. That looks easy.
It's not easy.
No, that's easy. I mean, try. That's easy.
That's easy.
Yeah, so how do you put it down?
Why don't you just do the pull-up? You don't need the rubber band. Put your hands up. Hands up.
Oh, dang.
Hands up.
I don't want to.
Pull. And pull. And pull. Pull. Okay, let go. Let go. Let go.
I'm about to fall.
I'm not going to let you fall.
Was that crazy?
So. Oh, man. That is the hack. That thick rubber band. What is this? I think that rubber band probably supports about 80 pounds. Chrissy, we can do pull-ups when I'm not on this live. Okay, so as you get stronger, you won't need as much assistance. That is a heavy rubber band, and then you can go lighter and lighter until maybe you don't need one. And so that is, they have the pull-up machines at the gym that you can adjust the weights, but what if you're working out at home, like I work out at home? So that is what I use. In this room, I have my treadmill. The kids also take over my space sometimes, so it gets a little messy sometimes. But I got a treadmill right here. I am going to use, okay, is it's okay. You guys do take over my space sometimes. Y'all do. Okay. I know, Chrissy. I know. So that is how I do pull-ups from the home gym. Okay. Push-ups. Okay, we can work on push-ups, but push-ups are mostly core, keeping your core tight as you go up and down. Oh goodness gracious! Here comes Chrissy. I don't know if this is safe, Chrissy. Chrissy, you can't be on my back. You, this is not a good plan. You should step back down. This is not a good plan. This is
Here.
okay. 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 Um, being strong, being strong to carry your kids around is also a good game plan, right, Chrissy?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can
Can I
you?
get down now?
Yes, please get down. Now, to hair. Someone asked me a question about hair. I am not a hairstylist, but I do my own hair. And this is my second set of locks. I have been locked for the better part of, man, it's been 20 years. Thank you. Chrissy, someone says you're a cutie pie.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I've been locked for the better part of 20 years. And I'm locked because I don't really know how to do hair. And I'm also locked because it's so much easier to handle my fitness goals. It's almost easier to handle my fitness goals. So I just keep my hair locked. And I can style it. It doesn't come down because I latch hook it. So my hair is not palm rolled, it's latch hooked from the root. My only issue is that when I started having kids, it started making my edges thin, and they never grew back. I don't know if everybody has that issue, but pregnancy is hard on your body. Again, my hair thinned right here in that area, and it never came back fully. So, I guess that's just part of the mommy tax that we go through having these babies. And I don't know if everybody prepares you for thinning hair simply because you sitting up here having some babies, but I'm sure other people, this side isn't as bad, but maybe if I start putting some gel or something, but I'm not going to do that because I sweat too much. Huh? You want some water? Okay, I need some water too. I don't swoop down any baby hairs because I do too much sweating, and that would not be good to have all that product coming down into my face as I am working out. So as I go to the kitchen, castor oil. I did get some castor oil. I did, but I don't really feel like it helped. But yeah, some people's teeth fall out. So I am thankful that I can just kind of swoop my hair a certain way, and it looks fine. I look fine. Chrissy says she wants some water. All right. Okay. And I need some water myself. Yeah, pregnancy is hard. Pregnancy is hard on your body, and I don't think that enough of us talk about the sucky part of having babies. I have some Jamaican castor oil. I really do need to get better about putting it on my head. I just need to set it up in the bathroom where I can see it, like when I'm putting on my face cream or something after a shower. I just swoop a little bit in there. So I'm gonna get to that. I have some. I have some in the cabinet, but it's just not. The babies are going to get what. Yep, the babies will get what they need. They reason why.
Hey,
Just,
go
oh,
check out the Chew Puff crushed chicken sandwich video.
okay. So for the people who didn't see Chrissy and Jeremiah's video, when you get off of this live, if you can check out their video and leave a comment for them, because my kids like making videos. They are definitely going to be influencers in their um, they're definitely going to be influencers in their own rights because they like being on video already. They've had a camera in front of their faces since they got here. They've been working out with me and cooking since they got here as well. Um, but yes, kids, pregnancies will do some things to your body. And this is the reason why, despite me having 2 kids, it's literally the very the video right before this video. You'll see Chrissy. I think Chrissy is my thumbnail. I do not I don't support telling women to just have kids simply, and put the kids up for adoption simply because you got pregnant. Pregnancy is hard on your body. If you do not want kids, don't go through a full pregnancy because your body could be changed for the rest of your life. Thankfully, I was in really good shape when I had my children. Like literally, I still probably was fitter than most regular folks, even while pregnant. So it wasn't that bad. And I didn't really have a bounce back, but getting back in shape wasn't too terrible. I'm still not back to pre-pregnancy weight, but I am a 42-year-old woman, so I'm not concerned about looking like I looked when I was 30. I'm just not. I'm not that concerned. I'm concerned about being healthy and being able to run around and being able to, pick up my kids when necessary, run away from threats. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not concerned about being like skinny or anything. Were there any, let's see, were there any other questions? So you need a thick short band. I have a thick band, but I think it's too long. Yes, I think the shorter bands, I believe that the shorter bands do kind of help because they are tighter. When people go back and watch that video, they'll see that I did have a little bit of an issue getting into it. If I had a step stool, it might have been a little bit easier. Let's see if there were any other questions. So for the people who might not have seen, I am doing a book club, and the book club is for this book called The Way We Never Were. And I am going to have a book club meeting tonight, even though it's Valentine's Day, because like I said, I was just planning for Tuesday because Tuesdays are the day that my husband works. But we officially start, do you ever miss going to work outside the house? Okay, I'll come back to that. We officially start talking about chapters to next Tuesday. So if anybody on this live chat wants to do the book club, it's a $10 buy-in. My Cash App is in the description. And I just asked if you do want to do it, you email me after you do the Cash App so I can make sure to put you on the list to be getting my Zoom links. And if you do Zelle, my email. And my email is firefitnesscoach@gmail.com. That's firefitnesscoach@gmail.com. So I was just asked Oh, the book is called The Way We Never Were by Stephanie Kuntz. The Way We Never Were by Stephanie Kuntz. It's about the nostalgia trap where people keep wanting to go back to traditional values, but a lot of the traditional values were kind of made up. Like, we didn't actually live like that, especially being black people. We were never like that. So when people start romanticizing tradition in the 1950s, even white folks were not like that, and that had to be manufactured. So this book is historical, and it is a really good book. I read it last year. Yeah, it was last year I read it. So I decided to do a book club on it because of the current discourse going on where people are like modern woman versus traditional woman. And I'm like, what traditional women, what were we as black people? So, if anybody is interested, it's The Way We Never Were. My Cash App is in the comments, but it's $ BurbNBougie, just like my name. And my email is firefitnesscoach@gmail.com. Now, I was asked, do I ever miss going to work outside the house? Okay, so briefly, oh no, I don't want to cancel that. Briefly, in 2018, I went back to work and I was skipping. I was enjoying work. I was loving it, getting out the house. My kids were young. But mommyhood does not stop because you go back to work. And I still had things to do when I got back home. So, and so, no, not really. I don't really miss going into work because I am an outgoing person and I have cultivated a life through my social media, through the connections that I've made with the kids, and on top of all of the things that you guys see, we're a homeschooling family as well. We decided to homeschool really early on. So I literally do not have time to work outside the home. I make content, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing all this wife stuff. I read, I do things for myself. So going into a job would just be more work than I need to. Okay, so let's see. We're going to talk about the fairy tales. Yes, okay. Somebody else asked a question. What kind of books do I like to read? I am stuck on nonfiction. I read so many nonfiction books that one of my friends has to remind me to actually pick up some fiction books. Last year, I finished 73 books. About 16 of those were from feminist authors. But most of them were literally women authors, and most of them were nonfiction. So I am I'm a history nerd. I like reading autobiographies, and what I tend to do is read I'll find a vein, and then I'll read 5 different books on the same topic, but just from slightly different angles. That way, you're able to find you're able to see a bigger picture. Yes. Oh, and guys, I'm going to have to get off the phone here in a minute because my chat with my book club is coming up. Let's see. What other questions? Sometimes I feel like my body changes because of a new routine that might be betraying the bigger girl who worked so hard to step away from the patriarchy, looking good for me. You know, that's the reason why, the whole looking good for men, we are, the chicken's fine. That's what I love about the air fryer. Yep, the chicken's perfect, actually. You set it for the time that it needs. Like when you're first starting to cook with the air fryer, you kind of have to play with it and figure out the timings. But the chicken is fine. I knew exactly how many minutes because I've cooked this chicken a few times. I just forgot to shake it and spray it again. So the chicken's fine. What was I going to say? Looking good for men. One thing that we as women have to, and I'm a married woman, um, that is a ninja. That air fryer is a ninja. What we as women have to do is step outside of seeking validation and doing everything for the gaze of men. And I say that as a married woman. I am married. I have been with my husband over 9 years. Regardless of what he says about me, I have an internal locus of motivation where I get up and work out. He will be like, but you're not even that big, and I've seen bigger. But I'm not working out for that reason. I am working out because I feel better when I work out. I'm working out because it helps me mentally. I like doing yoga. I like going out for runs outside. It's my alone time because I work out by myself. So there are different reasons for working out, and it's not always about the men. And like I said, I say that as a married woman. Let's see, any other things. I'm going to have to wrap this up. I don't think the traditional job is healthy for black women. I don't think the traditional job is healthy for women in general because we have so much to do. When I was in college and had my, no, I'm sorry, when I was first out of college and had my first job out of college, we were working. We had to get there about 6:30 in the morning. And we were literally there till about 6 at night. And I'm like, who could do this job and have a family? Like literally, I don't know. Um, I don't, oh man, my phone's about to die. I don't know who could do that kind of job with those type of hours and have a solid relationship with their kids. Like literally, you wouldn't be able to do things like pick them up and help them with school. You'll be burnt out. So in general, I don't think that working like that is good for any of us. Um, what else should I say? Just women in general. Thank you. That really helped. I'm glad that that helped. Yes, now because they're shaming surgery. I don't believe, I mean, the whole surgery thing, people, if you need surgery, cool, I understand. But getting surgery for like male validation, I don't believe in that. The opinions of men is as wishy-washy as trying to run on the sand. Like literally, what is in is not going to be in 5 years. So doing like body altering things for these people just does not make any sense to me. These people that are getting these unnatural looking bodies, um, I don't know how they're going to look in 5-10 years, but I've seen some of them bodies up close, and them bodies do not look good. But that's just me speaking my opinion. Who cares about my opinion? My opinion is mine personally, but I would rather work out, do some deadlifts, do some lunges, and get my body looking how it looks. Oh, here's the book. I'm sorry, I'm all in the camera. Okay, here is the book. Oh, that's upside down. This is the book, The Way We Never Were, by Stephanie Kuntz. We are going to, it's going to take a couple of months to get through this book. It's a thick book, and I am going to be assigning chapters. So it's not like you have to have the book read to go into it, because each week I'm going to be assigning chapters. Like I said, this week I'm just doing the book club just so, if anybody wants to come in and chat, they can. It's simply $10. It's $10 because I'm a hustler, and that's how I get me and the kids some extra money while the husband is running around. That's just our play money. So $10, you can chit chat with me. When I do my book clubs, it's some good books. The next time I do a book club, it will be Patricia Hill Collins, Black feminist author. All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap this up so I can drink some water and get ready for my Zoom call. If anybody wants to join the Zoom link and do the book club for next week, like I said, it's $10. Cash at me, Zeal me, my Cash App, $ BurbNBougie. My email is firefitnesscoach@gmail.com. If anybody just wants to donate because you like my content, cool, do it. Otherwise, I will see you on my videos. Please check out my kids' video and please leave a message because they like to read the messages and see what you guys think of their videos. Y'all have a good night.